On air. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Strat Football Show. This is a broadcast of the New York Yanks versus the Oklahoma. What is it? The Oklahoma in Frozen Tundra. This is a semifinal game. The winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. So we're joining it in progress, and let's check it out. See what happens. So I'm going to share my screen here. Boom, boom, entire screen. Okay. All right. So let's see if this works. It's the game's being joined in progress. It is currently 7-0 Oklahoma over the Yanks. And Oklahoma has the ball, third down and 11. Ben Roethlisberger's at quarterback. Frank Gore is the running back. Decker, Randall, and Washington are the receivers. It's a sideline right to Nate Washington. The result is 17 yards on the 7 reading, defender in zone X or short gain, and he picks up 17. First down, Oklahoma. Nice pickup there by Wayne. The Oklahoma Outlaws are coached by Wayne. I always say UNRWA, but I think that's wrong. It's UNRWA. I'm not sure. I believe Tom had it right, and when we were talking earlier. But first down play there is an incomplete pass, guessed wrong on Roethlisberger's card on a 5 roll. And the New York Yanks are coached by Anthony Tangora. Let me double check these things, make sure that I'm right. Frozen Tundra. So we got Oklahoma, the Oklahoma Outlaws, Wayne UNRWA, but he might pronounce it UNRWA. And the New York Yanks is coached here by Anthony Tangora or Tanjora. So let's get back to the game. Missed a couple plays. It is. We just missed one play. A 9 reading on the D cards on a long pass. The 5 white die was not matched by Kitten McKell's 4, so it was a plus 31 pickup. First and 10 at the 12. Oklahoma leading 7-0. It's a run call by Anthony. Screen right to Rashad Jennings. There's 2 men in zone. Let's see where it lands. It's on the D cards. Defender -4, -2. Would have been a similar result for 1 man in zone, like -2 +1 or something like that. So, 2nd and 14. Big Ben still behind center. Now, Wayne will sub in Robert Griffin III inside the 10, I believe, to have the threat of his end run card available. So 2nd and 14, ball at the 16-yard line. We got Big Ben in a blocking back set with Rashad Jennings and David Johnson behind him. Johnson's one of those interesting 5-0 blocking backs that can go deep. Oh, we got a 3-3-5 question here. Yeah, there's no 3-3-5 allowed here. Only on 3rd and 4th downs or under 2 minutes. So Wayne's asking what's going on. Anthony's pointing out that to see him, probably just a quick click. He clicked it without really checking the formation. That's always a danger when you use your CMs there. All right, so they're figuring it out. Wayne's willing to let it go, but I bet you Anthony calls a timeout. That's what the rules say. Anthony blaming the different rules in different leagues. Well, that's just the way it goes. It's kind of cool to play in different leagues with different sets of rules. So All right. So again, let's see what we got here. There's 10:48 to go in the second quarter. I believe I didn't see the first part of the game, but I'm pretty sure that um, Wayne got the ball first. So the Yanks will receive the second half kickoff. So yeah, so Wayne's clarifying it. Nope, only if you have three wide receivers in the game on third or fourth down or less than 2 minutes. There Anthony goes taking his timeout. All right. So second and 14. Let's see if Wayne stays with the same offensive personnel. He does. Blocking back, Frank Gore at halfback, Nate Washington and Eric Decker. Nate Washington's got an explosive card. Lots of yardage on that card. This is a place where most receivers can't score if they hit the receiver reading, but Washington certainly can. Decker's got a nice card as well. So second and 14, Anthony comes out 3-4, which is his base formation. He has a 0 outside linebacker on one side, but besides that, it's 3 5s. His D-line goes 5-4-5. I'm sorry, 4-5-4. It's a run call, and it's an inside run to Gore, +4 on Gore's card. That'll bring up third down and 10. +6, guessed wrong, +4, guessed right. All right, so let's see what Wayne does. He stays in the blocking back set, but goes into a shotgun formation. Remember, all 5 of his receivers can catch a short pass. That's the nice thing about having a blocking back. Oh no, wait a minute. Frank Gore does not have any receptions on his short pass. You can still throw him a short pass, but in order for it to be complete, it's got to get Big Ben's card. Anthony responds with a 3-3-5 blitz formation. Nate Washington covered by a 5 cornerback, Eric Decker by a 6 cornerback. So 2 4 safeties, a 5 and a 6 cornerback. Anthony has an average defensive card, while Wayne goes good with his defensive personnel. So here's the call. It's an inside run draw to Frank Gore. There is no containment. The linebacker's doubling the tight end. Let's see what the roll is. Offensive center +10 or +2. And Mike Pouncey makes a block. Mike is a 6-5. That's another good reason to stay in base formation if you're planning on running it, especially against an average defense. You can hit that 8 boxcars roll and get a good result on 6 with a 6 center, and even on a 7 +7, maybe you'll wind up going for it on 4th and short. Probably from here you kick a field goal, up one score already, but regardless, he went for it. He made it. First and goal at the 2. It's a run to Rashad Jennings, guessed right. 7 roll +0. Second and goal from the 2. Wayne, again, you're facing an average defense. You might just want to go ahead and pound it here, but the pass defense is average too, so you could sneak out and complete a pass. So Robert Griffin's in at quarterback, full house backfield. David Johnson, Rashad Jennings, and Frank Gore. So if he's going to run the ball, it's going to go to Griffin, Gore, or Jennings. If he's going to pass it, Decker, Bennett. Martellus Bennett is a nice tight end to have. Johnson can all catch short passes. Gore cannot. And I believe Rashad Jennings can catch a short pass too. So Anthony responds with a 3-4 blitz formation. Second and goal from the 2. 9 minutes to go in the half. Outlaws up 7-0. It's a sneak to Griffin, and he's dropped, guessed right for -1. So that's kind of a benefit of having a 3-4 defensive front. A good call there is stick the 2 inside linebackers next to the nose tackle, stick the other outside linebackers on the edge. So no matter where the run is on the D card, it's going to be at least 1 man in zone, even off tackle. 2 men in zone linebacker and 1 man in zone on the end runs. So we got third and goal from the 3. Anthony again comes out 3-4, showing blitz. Wayne comes out in the blocking back set out of the pistol. Robert Griffin is one of the pistol quarterbacks, so Gore can run off tackle or a linebacker here if he chooses to run with him, or he'll go in run with Griffin. Let's see what he does. Inside run to Frank Gore, 2-minute zone, but it's on Gore's card, +6. That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown on 2, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Pretty good chances for Gore there. Extra point to Phil Dawson's up and good, and that's 14-0. Oklahoma's putting the pressure on. Too much time left in the game to really panic right now. You're behind 2 scores. Don't worry about that. Just focus on putting together a successful drive. Eric Page returns the kick out to the 14-yard line. That might have been a good time to take a knee, but as you can see on every roll except the kicker's roll, it's and 11. So 7, 8, 11, and 12 are the only ones that would have been before the 20. Okay, Aaron Rodgers is quarterback for the New York Yanks. He has Reggie Bush and Joyke Bell in the background and in the backfield. His skill positions are Justin Hunter, Steve Smith, and Anthony Fasano. Wayne plays a 3-4 defense. He's good, like I said. Ooh, it is guessed wrong off tackle, +37 on Snake Eyes. Nice roll there for Anthony. Nice call. That's what you want. He's already in Oklahoma Outlaws territory. 3-4 defense for the Outlaws. For the Yanks. No, it is for the Outlaws. The Yanks are on offense. Yanks come out in a pro set. It's kind of unusual these days to see somebody run a pro set as their base offense, but when you have Joyke Bell, who's a decent fullback, that could actually run the ball, that's when you see this kind of formation. You got Marcel Reese, that's another guy that can run. There's not that many fullbacks that run these days. And Joyke Bell is really a halfback that just happens to be carded as a fullback as well. Button hook to Reggie Bush, 2-minute zone on the D cards. Incomplete. White die was a 4, so even if as long as he would have left one linebacker there, it would have been incomplete. 3rd and 5. The Yanks come out with a 2 halfback, 3 wide receiver set. Interesting. You do that when you don't have a great tight end. Like Fasano is a good blocker, not a great pass catcher. I'm not sure if that's Malcolm. Yeah, I think it is Malcolm Floyd, Justin Hunter, and Steve Smith. So Malcolm Floyd pops into the game and takes over, pushing Justin Hunter out to the He has a 6 outside linebacker there. I'll check that out next time. Oh, no, because there was 2 men in zone. That's why it wasn't even with a 6 white line. Oh. No. I have to check that. So here we go. 14-0. Oklahoma takes over. 5:24 left in the half. Ideally, Wayne would like to control the ball, drive down, score, and leave no time left for Anthony to do anything. Anthony, on the other hand, wants a quick stop, get the ball back, and mound his comeback. All right. Oklahoma's Big Ben behind center. Blocking back set. It's a short pattern to David Johnson. Anthony goes short yardage here, and it's a completion, 9 plus 12 on Big Ben's card. 4:48 to go in the half. Again, you got big hitters, Nate Washington, Martellus Bennett, and Eric Decker. And when you got a blocking back that can go deep like David Johnson, that's kind of sweet. Screen right to Rashad Jennings. It's a run call. Receiver reading +15. Guessed wrong. Wayne's moving the ball. He's now at his own 36-yard line. First and 10. Wayne still stays in the blocking back set. Another run call. Again, you go to Big Ben, or Big Ben to Nate Washington, but it's a guess wrong on Ben's card on a 5. Guess wrong, incomplete. You get a receiver reading there. That's some nice juicy yardage for Washington. I like what Anthony's doing, though. He's mixing up the run and pass calls. It's a slant to Martellus Bennett, double teamed. Oh, the dreaded dump off. +9. There was no second high linebacker, which means no pass rush. And when the black die is a D, 3D, that's going to be a dump off. Unless it's a pick or a completion. So here we go. 3rd and 1. Wayne goes full house with Robert Griffin. He uses Griffin on short yardage and inside the goal, inside the 10-yard line. What do you think? A quarterback sneak here? Off tackle to Gore. We saw how effective it was. No, it's a fly to Eric Deckard. And correctly sniffed out by Anthony. Nice call. Very nice. 4th and 1, and Wayne will punt. I like the way Anthony double teamed, but he didn't just do that. He flipped the inside linebackers out to cover the flats. So you're defending against the long pass, defending against the pass to Decker, and you have 2 of the flat zones with 2 men in zone if it lands on the D card. And Wayne decides to go for it. Juicy call. 3 minutes left in the half, and maybe he feels like he's got a good handle on what Anthony's doing offensively and can stop him if he just turns the ball over. Off tackle to Frank Gore. Nobody in the zone. 1 man in the zone would have been +1, -1, but even with that, David Johnson would have made the block. So you would have needed 2 men in the zone to stop that. Which you could have easily done it. We've seen Anthony use the short yardage defense before. Big play for Wayne. 2:24 left in the half. Now, another first down or 2, and he will pretty much use up all the time. Even if he doesn't get in the end zone, he'll be assured of getting 3 points, or at least getting a crack at 3 points. 1st and 10 on the New York Yank 48-yard line. It's a guest right run call. Pitch out to Frank Gore +2, +22 if it was guessed wrong. So nice call there by Anthony. Yeah, bud? What's up? Talk to me.
Guess what I named my product? One of my characters, I named his kinship the Guardians of Cats.
I like it. Cool. All right. 2nd and 8. 2 minutes left. Ooh, +9 linebacker. Even against the run call, if you hit the D card on the right spot, you're going to get some decent yardage. It's another first down. 1st and 10, Oklahoma at the New York Yank 37. Wayne stays in the blocking back formation. Frank Gore at halfback. Right now, it's a slant. Pass call. Guessed right, but there's not a double team there. Catches it, tries to get out of bounds, but doesn't. But it's a first down. +10 on Martellus Bennett's card. Like I said, that's a nice tight end card to have. He can go deep as well. 1st and 10 at the 27. 14-0 Oklahoma, looking to make it 21-0. Well, as I was saying, Oklahoma also has Rashad Jennings, so he can go with Gore, he can go with Jennings. It's a nice 1-2 punch at halfback. It's an inside run to Gore. Guessed right again for +1. Anthony's guessing right. He's not letting Wayne run willy-nilly. Wayne has a really strong offensive line, 5-6-6-6-4 with a 5 tight end. It's a nice set of run blockers. And Wayne's sticking to those interior runs, off tackle and linebucks, with an occasional end run mixed in. 2nd and 9, 45 seconds left. Oklahoma threatening. Inside run to Frank Gore, 2 double teams there. So if he hits a box here, that could be a trouble. It's a +7. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and 2. And let's see what Wayne does with the time. He's got all 3 timeouts left. Just decides to go hurry up. 22 seconds left. Tom wouldn't like that. He'd want you to call timeout. But Wayne figures he's got 3 timeouts. So a timeout after 15, a timeout after 8, timeout after timeout at 1 to kick the field goal if necessary. So he can run 3 times here, use up all of his timeouts. If he does pick up this first. So let's see what happens. 3rd and 2, Gore's in the backfield. Gore's got a 55 or 60% chance to pick up 2 yards. He goes to screen right to Frank Gore. He's not doubled. It's a hit. Plus, it's a 9 on the quarterback's card and a 9 on the receiver card. Plus 8. 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Wayne calls timeout. But the reason why you want to call timeout before that is because then he didn't get out of bounds there. But you'd have a little bit more leeway, and you could try to get out of bounds and save a timeout. Give you a few more plays possibly, 1 or 2 at the most. All right, 15 seconds left, 14-0. Wayne needs one more short pass or chunk yardage on a flat pass, or he brought Rashad Jennings in a halfback. He's got some more short gains than Frank Gore. Pitch out to Rashad Jennings. It's a 4, guessed wrong for plus 3. A 6 or an 8 would have scored, and a 10 would have gotten you close. A 20 would have scored. I'm sorry, a 12 would have scored plus 20. So 2nd and 7, 8 seconds left. Now Wayne still has 1 timeout, so he'll run a play here. If it doesn't make it, he'll kick the field goal. There are no penalties in Frozen Tundra, so you can't have that dreaded offensive penalty that runs out the clock with no attempt for a field goal. Now let's see what Wayne does. Does he bring in Griffin? No, he stays with Roethlisberger, looking for that short pass connection. Rashad Jennings in the backfield again. He might run, try to hit that 6 or 8 if it's guessed wrong. Might pass it and look for Big Ben's card. Last thing you need here is an interception, though. You're happy to get the 3 points and go up 3 scores if you're Wayne. Let's see what he does. Jennings has a minimum fumble chance, so he does pitch out to Jennings. And there's a man in the zone. Otherwise, a nice plug by Anthony. That would have been a touchdown if there was nobody in the zone. So here comes Dawson to make it kick the field goal, and to make it a 17-0 lead. Dawson will be good on everything except 11 and 12, and it's up and good. 17-0 Oklahoma. Okay, no break. So Wayne's going to kick away. And Stephen Burton takes it out to the 23-yard line. I'm sorry, out to the 30-yard line. Sorry, the 31. It was a plus 10, plus 18 roll. That my screen's not a very good reading there. Plus 18, kick back to the 18 with a 13-yard return. So 1st and 10. Yanks come out in a 3 wide receiver, 2 halfback set, or 2 back set. I guess really the guy up front's got to be a fullback. So let's see. We got up the middle to Joik Bell. Nose tackle plus 5, plus 9 picks up 5 yards as Dan Williams, the 5 nose tackle, matched the 5 white die reading. 2nd and 5. Anthony stays with a 3 wide receiver set. Rodgers is a dangerous quarterback. Didn't really see Anthony air it out a lot, but look for him to open up the playbook a bit and be willing to go deep, especially since Steve Smith's covered by a 4, Hunter's covered by a 5, and Bush can catch a long pass, or at least I think he can. Gives you something to think about. Wayne stays in the 3-4 defense, even though there's 3 wide receivers in the game. It is a bond with Steve Smith, and it's a dump off for plus 6. First down, you're happy with that. You want to move the chains. It doesn't matter how you get that 7 points, but you want to score here, get a field goal or a touchdown to get it back to a 2-score game, touchdown preferably. 1st and 10, Anthony staying with a 3 wide receiver, 2 back set. Wayne's defense is good. Like I said, he has a 6 outs. He has now. That's why he does have a 6 outside linebacker. It's a bomb to Steve Smith. He is not double covered, and there's nobody in the zone. Defender X, he's beaten for a long gain. 44 yards, Aaron Rodgers to Steve Smith. Suddenly, the Yanks are in the red zone. They cash this in here, and they're back in the game. Actually, they were never out of the game, but Wayne's got that strong linebacker core. He goes 6-5-5-5 across. Crossing pattern to Justin Hunter. It's a dump off. Long gain to Reggie Bush. Touchdown, Yanks. 17-7. We got ourselves a little ball game here. That's the way you want to do it. You're down. Oh no, the animation slowed us down a little bit, but there was a long kickoff return by the Outlaws, so they'll take over at their own 44. Wayne's not one to just play conservative here. He realizes there's a long way to go, so he brings in Rashad Jennings, blocking back set with Big Ben at quarterback. Off tackle to Jennings. It's a run call. Now Anthony keeps creeping up that linebacker. Look for Wayne to take a shot at over the top. Both Washington and Decker can catch it deep, and Bennett's covered by a 4, so he can go deep and hurt you as well. 2nd and 8, Oklahoma at their own 46. Curled in 8 Washington, but Anthony has 4 men in zone. It's a receiver rating, and what did I tell you about that Nate Washington guy? A lot of yardage on that card. Guess wrong. It's a long gain. Guess right. That's an incomplete, but he hit it 35 yards. That puts Wayne inside the red zone. 17-7. The Outlaws are looking to reestablish a 3-score lead. Now to do that, he'd need to get a touchdown. A field goal will only make it a 2-score game. Button hook to Frank Gore, one man in zone, as you saw Anthony protecting the outside flats. Picks up 5, guessed right on Ben's card. 2nd and 5. Look for a run here to get rid of containment and make it a 3rd and short. Nope, it's a quick in. Staying with the flat now, it's an incomplete. So Wayne will have to deal with containment. He's probably going to pass it. It's a beautiful flat pass card by Big Ben. Both him and Rodgers have 2 of the stronger flat pass cards in the set. 3rd and 5. Now remember, Wayne also has that strong offensive line, so he can try to run, land on the D card, despite containment. No containment on the D card, so land on the D card, pick up that offensive tackle or offensive guard or center reading, and pick up the first down that way. So we got a 3. Anthony responds with a 3-4 formation. He'll look to guard against those flats with that kind of flat pass guard staring him in the face. It's a square into Decker. It's a run call, but it's 2 men in zone, and it's on the quarterback card. On the defensive card, that would have been incomplete. So first down for the Outlaws at the 5. Let's see if Wayne brings in RG3. He does. Goes pistol. So Gore can run off tackle or linebacker. He'll probably run off tackle here. Remember, he's got a good chance of getting 2 or 3 yards, even guessed right or more. Nope. That's what Anthony was thinking too, but it's a slant to Martellus Bennett. Guessed wrong. Big Ben, touchdown. So 2 touchdown drives in the 3rd quarter. Anything you can do, I can do better. And it's a 17-point lead again. That's got to make Wayne breathe a little easier. The bad news is both those drives took only 3 minutes each. So you're looking at 24 minutes left in the game. So a lot of time still. The Yanks will take over after a touchback at their own 20. Down 24-7. Now, he had some success with the bomb there with Rodgers. Is he going to go back to that? Reggie Bush has that long gain guessed wrong on a 4 roll. I'm sure Wayne's aware of that. And we already saw him hit his plus 37 on Snake Eyes. Can't count on those too often. Anthony was a little compliment there, pointing out Wayne's efficiency on 3rd and 4th down. Anthony comes out in the 3 wide receiver set. Reggie Bush and Joyke Bell in the backfield. Steve Smith, Justin Hunter, flanked out to the weak side, while Malcolm Floyd's on the strong side. Here we go. Crossing pattern to Steve Smith. It's a dump off, plus 13 to Joyke Bell. Oh, I'm sorry, to Reggie Bush. So first down for the Yanks. He's going to stick with that formation. That's worked with him so far. It reduces your run block readings. He has a 5.5645 across the front. So it reduces each of those run block readings by 1. But you can still run guess strong here without worrying about the wide die. And like I said, you're removing a weaker player like Fasano for a stronger player like Floyd in the passing game. Bomb to Steve Smith. And again, he's not covered by, he's not double covered, and there's nobody in the zone. So it's defender X or long gain. And again, the 4 of the cornerback is beaten by Steve Smith. And again, it's for 44 yards. Interesting. I think it was 44 yards last time. So first down and 10, just outside the red zone. Told you that Rogers, guys, he's dangerous. Oh, I know why it's 44 yards, because that's the cap for Steve Smith. The longest he can go is 44. So it wasn't a coincidence on the long gain chart. Pitch out to Reggie Bush. Guessed wrong. It's only plus 1. That's the problem with Bush's card. He's kind of chunky. He's got that long gain on a 4, but the other numbers in the middle, you have plus 1 on 9, 0 on 11. So you're missing out on that. 7 or 8 is not bad. 5 and 6 and 10's plus 5, but you don't have those short gains in the middle. Crossing pattern to Justin Hunter on 2nd and 9, and it's a dump off for plus 4 to Reggie Bush. Bush is an active guy tonight. 5 catches, 45 yards. Aaron Rodgers, despite having a slow first half, has completed 11 of 14 for 147 yards and 1 touchdown. He's going, come on, coach. Quit trying to run the ball. Try me a little more. 3rd and 5. Containment's in effect. The Yanks come out in a 3-wide formation with Joyke Bell at the fullback or at the halfback. He can play either. I'm not sure what he's playing here, but it looks like he's playing halfback, 1 halfback. Square into Justin Hunter. 1 man in zone. 3 roll on Aaron Rodgers' car. Short gain. He's going. He's at the 7. Stopped. 1st and goal at the 7 for the Yanks. A touchdown here, and it's back to what we were before. And again, these drives are snappy. Fast, fast, fast. 3 minutes each. If he winds up capping this in, it's good action we had here. That's what you get when you get those bombs. Okay, we got a full house. I'm sorry, we got a pro set for the offense. Joyke Bell and Reggie Bush. Joyke Bell and Michael Bush. Got the Bush brothers today. It's a pass to Justin Hunter. 4-man in zone on the D card is incomplete. Oh, that's not Michael Bush. That's Reggie Bush. My resolution's crappy, guys. Sorry. So again, pro set. Reggie Bush and Joyke Bell in the backfield. Fasano, Hunter, and Smith are your targets out wide. Wayne responds with the 3-4. He's got good pass rush. Down and out to Reggie Bush. Single coverage, 7 on Aaron Rodgers' card. That's a touchdown, plus 13. So 24-14. We got a barn burner here, folks. Of course, Anthony needs to stop here. Now, if Wayne just keeps matching score for score, that's not going to help him cut into the lead. But it's 10 points, 5 minutes left in the half. So that's good. Plenty of time. This is the Frozen Tundra semifinal. So whoever wins here is divisional title game. So whoever, or conference title game. So whoever wins here goes to the Super Bowl. Okay, Wayne comes back. Rashad Jennings checked in, replacing Frank Gore. He's gotten a lot of work in the first half. Big Bennett, quarterback. Washington, Decker, and Bennett. Well, look for Wayne to try to go to David Johnson on one of these shots. Go to him deep. And I don't think he's done that much yet, and he's covered by a 4 linebacker. Let me close some things here. I don't really need to save that. I'm going to miss a play again. Sorry about that. Hold on. Trying to get rid of some stuff. All right. First down, short pass, incomplete on the D card. 3 on the 3-minute zone card, which is a blank. He's looking for Martellus Bennett there, figuring that with Rashad Jennings checking in, he might put a run call. Anthony's called a lot of runs so far. 2nd and 10, ball at the Oklahoma 34. It's a bomb to Eric Decker against the run call. Defender X. Oh, but he's covered by a 6. The white die rolls a 5. So if he would have thrown it to somebody covered by a 4, like David Johnson, that would have been a long game. Here we go, 3rd and 10. Oklahoma 34. Wayne goes 3 wide. Frank Gore in the backfield. Anthony responds with a 3-2-6 formation, tempting Wayne to throw in the looking zone. .448 to go in the 3rd quarter. Crossing pattern to Nate Washington. He is single covered. It's a dump off, though, +7 to Martellus Bennett. That's going to be short of the 1st down. I don't think you're going to see Wayne go for it here. Time to punt. Let your defense do its work. Adam Podlish in the game. Punts at 43 yards. Anthony returns at 17. He'll get decent field position, taking over 1st down and 10 at their own 33. Aaron Rodgers behind center. Justin Hunter, Steve Smith, and Malcolm Floyd are back in the game in the 2 halfback, 3 wide receiver set. This has worked well for Anthony so far, 14 third quarter points. Now he might want to slow it down a little bit, not go bomb after bomb, because if you keep doing that, you're going to throw picks. But we'll see. Would love to cut it to 1 score here with a field goal or a touchdown. It's a curl to Justin Hunter, and there goes Wayne's defense. It's a sack. Down goes the quarterback. Charles Johnson beats Anthony Costanzo. A 12 against a 7 there. It's not good odds to get a sack. But a 32% chance. That ain't bad either. And he got the right roll. An 11 versus that 32%. So here we go. 3:36 to go in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 19. Now, what does Anthony do? Does he try to hit that 4 long gain on Bush's card? Try to hit Malcolm or Hunter, who have big yardage on their receiver cards? And what does Wayne do? Does he double somebody with that 4 free safety or play it safe? I bet you he'll bring some linebackers here. It's a fly to Justin Hunter. He is not double covered, defender X or long gain, and it's incomplete. He's covered there by Lardarius Webbs. His 5, finally, Wayne gets one of those 5 versus a 4 matchup. Twice Steve Smith. Now that's why you saw the free safety double teaming Steve Smith so he wouldn't get burned again. So 3rd and 19. Watch Wayne go a little conservative here, maybe drop the extra DB into the long pass zone. Anthony goes to a 4 wide formation. Mike Williams of Buffalo / Tampa Bay is the 4th wide receiver. Not a very dangerous card, but at least he's covered by a 4. So let's see what happens here. 3:18 to go in the 3rd quarter. Crossing pattern to Hunter. He's got the big yardage. And guessed right, incomplete on Rodgers' card. Got to punt it away. 49-yard punt by Johnny Jones. Goes deep to Ruben Randall, number 2 returner. And he calls for a fair catch, playing it safe. That call came in from the sidelines, I'm sure. Okay, so pressure's off Wayne a little bit. If he can pick up some 1st downs here and try to put some more points on the board, he'll be feeling a lot better. Anthony, of course, is looking for that turnover. Oh, wait a minute. It's a short pass. 3-minute zone. Look at that. Pick 6. Oh, man. That's the last thing Wayne wanted. And those 9 rolls are just killer when you land on the D card and you get a bad split. But, folks, we have We're going to have a barn burner here, 24-21. Oklahoma gets it back. I had a game last year where I led 21-0 in a conference championship game at halftime, and I threw one of those pick sixes. Suddenly Peyton Manning couldn't complete a pass, and I wound up losing. I hope that's not a sign for Wayne. Slant, Martellus Bennett. There you go, moving the ball. Plus 11. And don't count your chickens before they hatch. A 17-point lead at halftime. It's down to 3. 21-point third quarter for the Yanks. Again, Wayne just wants to keep the clock moving, keep picking up first downs, and get points. Inside run to Rashad Jennings, 2-minute zone, but it's on the O card, plus 7. That's only Jennings' third run of the day. So, let's get back to running the ball a little bit. Got Gore, got Jennings. Let's keep cranking out those runs. Okay, short yardage again. You see Robert Griffin in a full house formation with Gore and Jennings. Difficult to key on one of those two guys, and Griffin can still chuck it up there if Anthony responds with a short yardage defense call. It's a quarterback sneak to Griffin, plus 3. So 2 through 7, he had a chance to pick up that first down, and he did with the 7 roll. 1st and 10 is zone 41. Big Ben's back in there. Blocking back, halfback with Rashad Jennings in there, and Anthony in the 3-4. As mandated by the Constitution. Well, he's not to be a 3-4, but that's his base defense. Pitch out left to Rashad Jennings. Plus 5, 7 roll. Misses his short game, though. 6 and 8 would have been more enjoyable for Wayne. Now we're in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 5. Oklahoma on their own 46. Drive, get a touchdown, get that 10-point, get that 2-score lead back. And in the fourth quarter, you got to think Wayne's defense will do enough to hold on for the win. But Anthony holds him to a field goal. All he needs is a touchdown. A lot of football left, guys. A lot of dot ball, electronic football, stratomatic football, whatever you want to call it. Bomb to Eric Decker, keying on Gore, but again, Decker's covered by that 6. Alter and Werner making a play. Actually, anybody would have been covered except David Johnson. I think the linebacker was blitzing. Everybody else is covered by at least a 4. 3rd and 5. It's a ballsy call there. Going with the all-out key. Okay. Third and 5 at the 46. Blocking back, halfback. Anthony stayed in his space defense and brought an extra linebacker down to watch out for that flat pass. And Wayne goes over the top for a short pass, plus 10. Guessed right. First down, Outlaws on the Yanks 44-yard line. First and 10 incomplete on the 3 roll on the D-Cars 3-minute zone. Wayne's hit that 2 times now. 2nd and 10, ball at the Yanks 44-yard line. Frank Gore in the game, blocking back set. 3-4 defense for the Outlaws. Guys slowing things down a little bit, taking their time. This is a big part of the game. So Anthony has that 4 outside linebacker, or he'll switch it to the 0. Probably somebody like Elvis Dumerville for the pass rush. Wayne will see that, knowing that David Johnson won't be covered unless the free safety slides over. There's a lot of cat and mouse game here. It's a run call. Slant to Martellus Bennett. Guess wrong, but it's a 7 roll on the D on the receiver reading. 3rd and 10, another big third down. Oklahoma's been excellent so far in the third down category. So 3rd and 10, Roethlisberger in a 3-wide formation. Frank Gore, the halfback. Now you think, well, why is Frank Gore in there? He's can't catch a short pass. Well, he has an excellent flat pass guessed wrong yardage card. So if you try to double team too much, he can throw a flat to Gore, and he's a good pass blocker. So you're going to keep him in for that. Anthony goes 3-2-6, and he has Doomerville in there as the outside linebacker to bring some heat. It's nice to be able to drop that 0, 12, 3 asterisk in there to put a little pressure on. Third and 10. Let's see what the call is. Probably go short pass here. Maybe to Decker or Washington, who's covered by the higher rated guys. Goes crossing pattern to Ruben Randall. He's double teamed by a linebacker. So the receiver reading was in play and it came up, but it was a 7. So Oklahoma's got a punt. Just 1 first down away from field goal range. Didn't quite make it. Coffin corner punt to Podlish, but he hits the snake eyes. That's not what he wants. It's going to go out to the 20. So now we're in business. The Yanks, who were down 17 at the half, now have the ball trailing by 3, and he stays in his 3-wide receiver, 2-back set. Wayne responds with a 3-4. I believe that Wayne could go 3-3-5 here since there's 3 wide receivers in the game, but he chooses not to. So curl to Justin Hunter. Steve Smith being double teamed. Dump off for +5. That's one of the beauties of having a guy with a great flat pass card like Rodgers, like Roethlisberger, is that when you get those dump offs and they're on your own card, you got a good chance of picking up decent yardage. So Rodgers is 14-20 so far for 170 yards and 2 touchdowns. Same formations. Off tackle right to Reggie Bush. Nose tackle 0 +3. And Dan Williams 5 is beaten by the 6 roll. So that brings up 3rd and 2. It's still too early to go for it on 4th down, even trailing. You can let your defense work. Pitch out right on a run call, -3. It's a fumble. Holy Toledo. It looks like Ahmad Brooks recovers a fumble, and the Outlaws are back in business. Reggie Bush had a 31.6 chance of a fumble out of 1,000, so that's 3.1. Not a great fumble chance, but the 19 came up, so it's a good thing he guessed right. It guessed wrong. I don't think that would have been a fumble. It would have been like 15. Curl to Night Washington, double teamed by Anthony. Anthony's not letting that get him down. He calls a good defensive call, but a dump off that turns into a flat pass to David Johnson for 10 yards, 1st and 10 to 15. Oh, how Wayne would love to get a touchdown here. 24-21 Oklahoma. Oklahoma's 1st down and 10 at the Yanks 15-yard line. Rashad Jennings in the game. It's a short pass to David Johnson, but it's guessed right and incomplete on Big Ben's card. 2nd and 10. Jennings still in there. Now, if he would have ran, that would have been guessed wrong. That would have been a short gain for Jennings on an end run. See if that triggers something in Wayne to make him go back to that play. Nope, he stays with the pass. Screen pass to Rashad Jennings, but he's double covered. But still complete on Big Ben's card, +5. He completes his double team passes on flat passes on a 5 and 7. So 3rd and 5. That's a good call by Anthony. Both of these coaches are excellent defensive double teaming and run calls. Though they seem to guess right more often than not, and that's why they're in the playoffs. Wayne was 14-2 this season. I think Anthony wasn't that far behind at maybe 11-5, I believe was his regular season record. So 3rd and 5. Big play here. 9:54 left in the game. Oklahoma wants, and he's able to flat pass still with Big Ben's card. He's at the 10-yard line, so he stays in a blocking back formation, which I don't know if I like that. Anthony has a 40% chance of double teaming the right guy if he throws a flat pass. I would have liked to see him spread it out 3 wide and make only the free safety be able to do a true double team. It's an inside run to Gore, though. So that's why he stayed, looking for that D card. He hits the 7, short game, but containment's in effect. He didn't get the white die 3. That would have been on the D cards. That would have been +7. So good call by Wayne, but just didn't get the right roll. And good call by Anthony as well. Can't call run there, really, with containment in effect. The field goes up and good. So it goes from a 3-point lead to a 6-point lead. But, man, after that fumble, you got to be happy if you're Anthony and the Yanks. It's a touchback. The Yanks take over at their own 20, 3 wide again. Bush hasn't done much today. Let's see him try his pitch out, see if he can hit that long gain. Now he hits the 8 roll for +6. It's a good result. 2nd and 4. He shifts to a pro set. Now, will that get Wayne to switch to a run call? Or will he stay looking for that pass? He does double team Fasano, flare left to Joik Bell, +4. Exactly what he needed on Rogers' car. Back to the 3 wide, two back set. Wayne stays 3-4. And he's got to use this free safety wisely. He's been beaten twice by Steve Smith for 44 yards. He double teams Smith, double teams Hunter with a linebacker. It's a dump off, defender +2 or +8. And Joe Hayden 6 takes care of business, keeping that to a 2-yard gain. Yanks trailed by 6. 7:12 to go in the game, 2nd and 8 on their own 32. Three-four defense against a 3 wide, 2 halfback sets. A pitch out to Bush, picks up 5, sets up a 3rd and short, 3rd and 3. 6:36 to go. Outlaws 27, Yanks 21. Back to a pro set. Now, last time he did this, he ran. It was guessed right for -3. So let's see what the call is. It's another pitch out to Bush. Defensive end, -2 or +3. And Charles Johnson's 4 readings beaten by that 5 white die roll, and it's +3. First down. 6 minutes to go. Every first down's got to feel like a victory here for Anthony, and every first down given up's got to make Wayne a little bit more apprehensive, a little more nervous. Like I said, these guys are excellent coaches. They know what they're doing. It's a flare left to Joik Bell, +8. That's why you got those guys. Both those halfbacks, Bush and Bell, are excellent catching flat passes. 2nd and 2. 2 back, 3 wide set versus a 3-4. See what Wayne does with this free safety. Flood the flats. No, he puts one inside, off tackle right. Bush's card, 7, short gain. 4:48 to go in the game. Wayne is giving up yards here. Anthony's got him off balance. Pro set. This is where you think he's going to run, but watch him pass short or flat. Bush and Bell in the backfield. It's a crossing pattern to Justin Hunter, who's single cover, but it's got those good yardage, but he's got a lot of blanks too. So guessed right, you're not going to get a hit there. 2nd and 10 at the 34. I think you are in 4-down territory here if you're New York. At this stage in the game, there's no guarantee you're going to get the ball. You're going to get the ball back again. Other coaches might not agree and feel like you can kick a field goal here and cut it to 3. Still possible. Who knows? 2nd and 10 at the 34. Oh, looks like we missed a play skip. So that was probably a 4-yard pass on Rogers' card or a 4-yard run. 3rd and 6. That's what it looks like when you have a play skip. I have animation on here, which they probably don't. 3rd and 6, off tackle draw right. Reggie Bush, box cars 8. Not box cars, but he hits the box on 8. +8 turns into a +18. Suddenly, it's 1st and 10 at the Oklahoma 12-yard line. 3:18 to go. Ooh, big play there. He had to call a draw. There was a guy in the zone, but he called draw, so he bit on the fake. Nice call there by Anthony. Good time to use a draw. I haven't seen him use the draw much today. Caught Wayne off guard a little bit. When you're in the 3-4, you have a tendency to drop one of those inside linebackers to help with the run. It's a good time for a draw. Oh, excellent call here. That might be something we look back on as a game-changing call. It's an off-tackle right to Reggie Bush, not a draw. So you still go 1-man in zone. With a draw there, that would have been 2-man in zone. Linebacker in zone -1 +10. Sean Lee's 5 holds up to the white die 5, so it's -1. 2nd and 11. Again, I still say you're in 4-down territory, so you got to keep defending if you're Wayne. Really would love a turnover here. An interception or another fumble. Guessed right, he had a 3.16% chance of a fumble there, but then it was an 84, so it wasn't that far away. A key there would have knocked it up to like 55 or 60. All right, 2nd and 11. Anthony goes to pro set. Wayne responds 3-4. Not a lot of free safety blitzing by either of these coaches. Off tackle to Bush. Guessed wrong, but it's only for +2. The linebacker had stayed home. The other linebacker, the right inside linebacker, shifted up to go double the tight end. So it's 3rd and 9. Big play here. Joy Bell comes into the backfield. So 4 wide set. Look for Anthony to throw a short pass here to one of these receivers, hoping to land on Aaron Rodgers' card. What will Wayne do? Will he use the linebackers to double? Will he drop that 6 into the blitz zone? Decisions, decisions, decisions. I will say short pass, and it is a curl to Steve Smith. Oh, incomplete. 2 minutes left in the game, 4th and 9. What a game here, folks. Yeah, he's got to go for it. No sense kicking a field goal and trying to get a stop. It's just too many contingencies there. So guessed right. Rodgers hits on 2, 4, 5, 7. His must run will get you in on the high numbers. D card, you're looking for the receiver reading and try to get a hit there. Or defender X versus one of the 4s. Watch Wayne be a little bit more aggressive in his doubles here. I don't think you're going to see a flat pass. So look for the linebackers to help out here. Short pass to Smith or Hunter is my guess. My screen, what happened to my screen? There he is, crossing pattern to Malcolm Floyd, covered by 6. It's a 7, +13 touchdown. Oh my. 4th down conversion. Aaron Rodgers to Malcolm Floyd. Anthony was talking earlier about how Wayne couldn't stop Wayne on 3rd and 4th down. Now it's Aaron Rodgers' turn to come through in the clutch. 28-27 Yanks. What a turnaround from halftime when it was 17-0 Outlaws. Now this is not over yet by any means, folks. Big Ben is excellent deep and flat, and Rashad Jennings can move the ball. Comes out in a blocking back set. Anthony responds in a 3-4. I would have gone 3-3-5 here, but maybe he's worried about those Jennings going to town. He calls run. That's a nice call. Ballsy, ballsy. It's an 11 on the D card. +2. Brandon Alberts, 5. Could not make the block against the white die 6. 3-4 again. One blocking back set. A long pass there would have been, I think a long pass there would have been a long gain on an 11, 0-minute zone. Another run off tackle, but it's a +11 on the 8 roll. Remember, it's average pass defense, so there are some spots to run, even guessed right. And Anthony's, he's taking chances on the D card, leaving the long pass zone empty. That would have been a long pass to Nate Washington. That would have been a long gain, or Bennett. White die 6, defender X. Short pattern to David Johnson, and he looks like he's double teamed. It's a dump off though. Incomplete on a 2. Snake eyes on the D card. That's a long gain. Wayne knows he has 3 timeouts left. It's not that, it's not inconceivable for him to pick up a couple first downs here and be right outside of field goal range. So again, we still haven't seen that bomb to Johnson yet. Does Anthony dare risk another run call here? He does, and it is a run. -2, that would have been a short gain on Rashad Jennings' card, guessed if it was guessed wrong. So Anthony done some scouting or just getting extremely lucky there. Really solid defensive calls. You can't mess with Mr. T. I pity the fool that doesn't believe that Anthony will call a run on 2nd and long late in the game. 3rd and 12 now. 45 seconds left. Wayne desperately needs a first down. A long pass there would have been a receiver reading. Big Ben's card. 20/20 hindsight. It's easy to see. Here we go. 3rd and 12. 31 at the Oklahoma at their own 31. It's a button hook to Frank Gore. The zone is vacated. This could be good. Guessed wrong, but it's a receiver reading. It only gets you 5 yards. There's a lot of chances there to pick up 10 plus, and he just did not get it. He needed 12. He had a lot of chances to pick up 12 there. That's why you have, like I said, that's why you have Gore back there for those guessed wrong receiver readings when the linebackers are getting antsy. Now, here we go. 4th and 7. This is the game, folks. 37 seconds left. You can't really run here. You got to trust Big Ben to hit one of his receivers. Wayne goes 3 wide. Frank Gore in the backfield. Martellus Bennett, tight end. Nate Washington, Ruben Randall, Eric Decker at the wide receiver. Now, if you're Anthony here, you're thinking, come on, just one good double team here. And he's going to the Super Bowl. Nate Washington's covered by 6. Eric Decker's covered by 5. Randall and Bennett are covered by 4s. Where does he put the double teams? Who does he use to double team? Does he blitz that star 0 outside linebacker? Does Wayne go to the flats with Gore again? Everybody consulting their play charts, saying their little prayers to Buddha. Sacrificing food to Jobu. Deep breath. Here we go. Sideline right to Nate Washington. There's a man in zone. Incomplete. And the New York Yanks have completed the comeback. They're going to the Super Bowl, folks. That would have been a first down if it was a 7 roll on the quarterback's card, or if it would have been a 5 or 6 or 12 on the receiver reading. Good call, just to the wrong zone. I think 9 on Big Ben, though, might be a completion. Might be kicking himself there. Take an eater, Aaron Rodgers, and this game is over, folks. Oklahoma has 1 timeout left. 2 more knees for the Yanks and their celebration in New York. Start spreading the news. Aaron Rodgers takes a knee. 15 seconds left. One more time, barring a 1 in 3,000 snap fumble rule on a kneel down. It could still happen, but not very likely. There it is. And that is the game, folks. Let me close this up. So there you go. Let's go to the box score. Oh, I don't think I have that here. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed that broadcast. It was a very good game. Just could have gone either way there, but just shows you what happens. Make a good play, make a good a call here or there that would have changed the fates of both teams. So I hope you enjoyed this little broadcast. I'm going to stop now, and good luck to Anthony, and congratulations to win on a good season. Good luck to Anthony in the Super Bowl, and hope to see you guys back on Friday for the game against the Seattle Seahawks and the Miami Dolphins. All right, take care, guys. Bye.